Hey, Patrick. What's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. Al, you're back too. Welcome, welcome back. God, it's my first live stream in over a month, I think. I got a lot of stuff going on. Damn, King Banana Head is loud today. How's everyone doing out there on this Saturday? Is it warming up where you're at? I got so many things to open today too, but Bong Donkey, thank you for joining. Appreciate that. All right, King Banana Head. There's a milestone auction going on right now, and there's a couple things I'm going to buy. Minor things. I'll tell you why they're minor, but I want them. I want them. Oof. I don't want to be a conspiracy guy, but we've had good weather, and then, like the fleets of planes come out. Next thing you know, the sun's gone, and freaking rain after that. But our weather's been spotty. I mean, hell, what are we in? Almost into mid-March, and for Florida, we still have pretty cool. What's yeah, Dave. It still gets chilly here, so welcome back, everyone. I haven't had to. I've been extremely busy. I'm still actually trying to work off my friggin' winter fat like a freaking grizzly bear. I must have been in hibernation. Had so much crap going on this winter that I haven't had time to exercise or do anything. And the weather's been absolute crap. Yeah, same here. Same here, Al. So, as you saw in the title, you may or may not have noticed, it said I'm leaving, and that's true. I'm leaving, actually. My wife and I are going to go away for almost a month. We're taking a cruise to Europe, 7 countries. On Oceania, we're leaving early February, so it's going to impact, the museum to a degree. I'm going to have to figure out how to dial it back a little bit. My son will be here, but, we had like a crowd. We had a car club last week, and it was a big crowd, so they split up sometimes. And so we need, sometimes we can't. You can't do tours in the museum. You can grab things here. Everything's within arm's length. So we need to have at least 2 people to man the shop, because there's too much stuff you could take or damage, and so we may have to just kind of shut it down for the month that we're gone. I think we're visiting Italy. We're going to spend 2 extra days there in Rome, 2 extra days in Venice, plus Greece, France, Spain, I don't even know, Malta, I think, Croatia, and some other country. I don't even remember. And we had Turkey on the list, and it got canceled by Oceania. They said the State Department doesn't recommend it. So now, if my son is watching, one of my sons, both of them might be watching, but, no, I'm going to, let me scratch that. Hopefully they're watching. But anyway, as far as the Chicken Ranch, Patrick, let's just say it's very close. It's very close. Yeah, that was funny. Nobody's tried to rob it yet, but... So let me just say that I did look at this property. It's not huge. It's between, 4 and 5 acres, and we're almost there. We're almost offers are in, inspections are done, so we might be very close, very close. So we'll see where it goes. And those weren't the chickens. Just like they were like marauders. They came in there and just. I have no idea who they belong to. It's a pretty cool community. It's like one of the only gated communities of its type where people could have all kinds of like, you know, things like that, like the chickens, running around. It's just kind of weird. They look like they wanted to throw down, like the one got close, but it's exciting. It's kind of a nice little bug out area too. But we'll see. I'll give you more details as we go forward. Anyway, so because of that, now I had mentioned probably in the past, I was supposed to redo the lobbies and the restrooms here. Not that they're bad, but we're going to turn this building into like Class A, fancy. But so this is the kind of crap you go through. I mean, I don't honestly don't get how the world has changed since COVID, but like it took over a year to get my roof done at my other building, and over here we were ready to rock and roll. I give the deposit to the contractor in frickin' January, a huge deposit. It's like $250,000 job. Renovate 4 restrooms and 2 huge lobbies, all the tile work and stuff. And they're like, "Oh, we got delayed with the tile." And all right, I could see that. It was a ton of tile. And then they get the tile. Then, okay, the bathroom fixtures, the last of the fixtures should be in, all, this touchless stuff. And they should be in the end of March. The next thing you know, it's like, oh, the partitions are delayed for the bathrooms. And I'm like, why the hell did I give you the freaking deposit? You're talking about a quarter, 25% of $250,000. Now they're making interest on it. If I wanted to be an a-hole, I'd say, give me back that freaking deposit till you're ready to rock and roll. Because you're really not supposed to get it until, 30 days out max. Not like sandbag it for 5 months. And you're like, well, I can't get this piece. That's your freaking problem, not mine. But anyway, that's, another story. And speaking of, because Al, you're asking me, am I doing a video on Robbie? Yeah, I've actually thought about doing a walk. I wish I could do multiple cameras at the same time, because I could walk and show you. So I'll tell you, we had some kind of a quirky things. I finally got my big robot, like from the 30s and 40s, the one that's sitting down. I got that working. So I had an issue with a pinball game, a shooting game, and that robot. So I had a couple of guys come, and we got the electrical wire or the power cord changed on the big sitting robot. So that's actually working now, and I have 2 videos that'll post next week. I think next week, sometime around then. Oh, let me put this auction on, by the way. All right, there we go. Not only that, but then there. So I have, just so you know, my strategy here. I have live auctioneers here where the cursor's moving, and then I have milestone here. So if I feel someone's going to run me up, I'll ping pong back and forth. So this is more anonymous. Anyway, so we got the big robot working. We got the sound on the Revenge from Mars pinball, which is freaking awesome. That game is so cool. It's a 2000. It's a sequel to the Attack from Mars, and it's a weird style. Like if you go back to the Phantom Menace movie, the Star Wars movie, they made 2 of these weird style in 1999. Like the cabinet had a video screen. It kind of looks different and unique. There were only 2 pinballs made. It was the Phantom Menace and this Revenge from Mars. So they're kind of unique. I like the Revenge from Mars. It's really funny. Has a lot of funny dialogue in it. It's like kind of early. Well, I guess not that early. 2000s, the computer stuff was pretty dialed in. So they fixed that. Then my Moon Raider shooting game. So the one guy, I got to tell you, man, he was here. He opens it up. He's looking at all these wires, testing all like the solenoids and the relays, and I can't fix it. And he was the EM, the electromechanical expert. And I'm like, damn, I was bummed out, I'm thinking it was like kids maybe that I let play, and it could have been. But anyway, the other guy that was on the electronic side, because he didn't want to work on EMs, he was so into the collection. He's like, let me look at it. So we opened it up again. And I looked at the corner, and there's a wire glaringly, disconnected. And I said to the guy, and this is like on my short, you could see it on my short that I posted. I said, dude, that wire in the corner is not connected. Oh, didn't notice that. What the hell am I paying you for? So we jumped it. It worked, and so we got it fixed. So everything is sort of fixed, except now my 100-inch TV has no power. This TV that cost a boatload, bought brand new. So I got to have somebody come and look at that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's... I can't get... the thing is so heavy, I can't get behind it. Like, the breakers are all fine. So we'll see if there's anything going on with that. But now everything is rolling. And then the Dalek robot had flashing lights on the head, and those stopped. So we opened that up, and it actually used a car flasher, like the old car flashers you'd see in the trunk, those little metal round flashers. That was all kind of rusted and messed up. So we just bypassed it. And we turned it on. Here's I'm actually bidding on this Ferrari, and I'll tell you why. Okay, see, I'm winning it in Live Auctioneers. So I'll get back to that, and I'll tell you. Okay, I'm winning. I have to win this. I'm still winning. Oh, this is a battery version too, which I didn't even know. Oh well. Okay, I'm still winning. See here. So I had this bid on Live Auctioneers. There's 2 Ferraris like this I'm bidding on. Ooh. Oh, I better, yeah. Let me send this in. Now I'm winning again. I didn't even realize this was a battery toy. Of course somebody's gonna, it's probably why they're bidding on it. And I don't even like this particular toy, but I'll tell you why. Oh. Stop bidding. Stop bidding. As a battery toy, it's probably actually very rare. So, let's see. Come on. Let's end this. I don't want to pay. I didn't even want to pay $425. Are you insane? Yay, won it. All right, there's one other toy like this that I'm going to bid on, and I'll tell you why. So, whatever the hell I was talking about before, let's switch gears for a second. I'll tell you why I'm bidding on these Ferrari toys. Because I picked up this extremely rare Astro Boy Ferrari that's that body style, this particular body style, in a convertible, just like that. And it has some condition issues. Now, the body of the Astro Boy Ferrari has all like the lithography of Astro Boy on it and stuff, so I can't do much with the body. But the interior, I can completely swap out. Hubcaps I could swap out. The bottom I could swap out. So I'm going to purchase these 2. Not this one. There's one that's coming up after this. And then I'll send them to the Robot Hut. I'm going to say, John, do your magic. Let's... here's the other one. Let's open this up. Hopefully this is friction, because I'd rather keep the battery one intact. I can swap out the bumpers and all the good stuff. Okay, see, I'm winning this one here. Let's see. I wish the Astro Boy one was a... still winning. Oh, yeah, so this is friction. So this is actually more suited to what I have. This way I don't have to, like... mess up the battery toy. And I could use the bottom of this one too. So hopefully this will stay on the winning track. Come on. Bum, 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 bum. So I can swap out the entire interior and then just put Astro Boy back in his seat. Is it a fair warning? Let's go. Come on. What's the holdup? Oh my God, this fair warning over here is lasting forever. Is it a glitch? Kind of like this green one. I hate to piece it out, like a chop shop, but it is what it is, man. The Astro Boy one went for like thousands and thousands, thousands and thousands. So I want that to be the best of the best. Oh, bastard. Oh, part of my language. All right. I have to bid more. Look, we were so close. So close. Somebody had to throw it in. Probably somebody watching this live stream. I'll teach you. Screw you. You outbid me on everything. Come on, 400 for a parts car. Man, and this is in nice shape. All right, so we got it. 400 bucks, 425. So I had to invest 825 to have some parts to swap out. It is what it is. And then there's the Dave, you're on here. I think the Knight and Target game's on here, so I'd like to win that. It'll go with my walking Knight. And then there was one other toy that I saw. But, it's always good to look at this crap as it's going on. All right. Anyway, so that's what's going on with the museum stuff. Robbie works like a friggin' top. The huge Robbie robot. It's phenomenal. It's such an amazing, amazing robot. I like to do the walkthrough, but I feel like Robbie needs its own kind of special. I hate to do like low budget videos on something like that, so I'm going to see if I could put together something that's a little more professional for Robbie, just so it looks good. That's my thing. Oh, by the way, finally, I'm a hat guy, right? You guys see me in hats all the time. Part of it is, that little thinning hair thing going on when you get to be, 40-ish like me. But so I'm very picky when it comes to hats. And one of the hats, which was like, I think 50-something bucks that I got at the tournament a couple years back when they only sell it to the high rollers, as they claim, with the golden ticket. It's like this light cameo style. So I was kind of always undecided what type of hat I wanted. And I always fell back to wearing that one particular hat. And I said, well, why don't I just figure out who made it and get that one? Because I like it the most. It's kind of light, especially for Florida. It's nice. I like the cameo pattern, but it's not like cameo overt, So it feels almost like a texture to it. And yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna expand the screen for a sec here. Let me go here. So I finally got hats. This is what I'm wearing now. You could look it up. And we're gonna sell these for $44.99, which is less than $10 per hat that I would make, believe it or not. It's around like a $9 markup. I only made 100, so unfortunately, you don't get a huge price break. Now I have there's supposed to be 4, so this thread is white. I'm supposed to have a black with a silver thread. I don't know, unless they didn't do it. But here's a blue. This is kind of like a dark blue. You can see that. And then finally, the white actually has the official color logo. Our logo is the gray with the blue. So I kind of think the white's pretty cool. And if you look it up, I think they sell them for like $37 with nothing on them. And the one I actually bought at the tournament was it wasn't even embroidered. This is a 2-color embroidery, which is expensive to do. And those just had like a freaking silver sticker on them. So these hats are cool, man. And as you saw, I had the ZZ Top videos that I posted. I had no intention of seeing ZZ Top. I like them, especially some of the 80s stuff they came out with. But one of my commercial tenants, in a small, just as a one-room office, apparently I met this guy in the parking lot of my building. I don't know when, 6 months ago, last year, or at some time. And he said to me, well, he didn't even say, he said he found one of the flyers for the museum in the kitchen. I'm like, I don't know if I left flyers in this particular building. So he calls up the museum and he just says, oh, I want to take Ozzy to the ZZ Top concert. And I got music, promoters, and yada, yada, yada. At first, I was like, I don't know that I want to go. But then he's like, oh, and he can meet Billy Gibbons, and I got some, music guys. They're going to open a music, a Florida music museum, North Florida music museum. So I was reluctant, and my wife kept saying, "Go, go, go! You're gonna network. You're gonna network." I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know who these guys are. What if they kidnap me? So I'm thinking, like, I'm gonna pack. I'm gonna stick the freaking 9 millimeter on the ankle because I'm like, I don't know who these guys are. I didn't remember meeting the guy in the parking lot. So finally, I just said, "All right, whatever. I'm gonna go." And I didn't want to actually pack anything because then I didn't want to leave it in the vehicle because they had um, like a Sprinter van with a driver ordered, sort of like a limo. And anyway, I ended up going, and I didn't want to leave a weapon in the car, and I didn't want to, leave it on my ankle and get frisked. When you go into these venues, can't necessarily have weapons on you, So I said, I'm going to just take my chance. But anyway, the first house we went to was a kind of a high roller, knew one of my property managers. This guy had like a 13,000 square foot house. And I mean, that's a big ass house. He actually had a full half court basketball. And I think he took it from the Gators when they won the championship. So he had they were remodeling it, and he took the actual championship floor half court, which was pretty cool. And so I met, like, it was the guy that invited me that's a tenant. Then this other guy that was with him, he's been in the music business. He claimed that he has a studio, I think, and like a record contract or a record label. And ZZ Top actually, he records with them or some. I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't know all the details, but his label's actually based out of my building. I'm like, so you're splitting this space out? And I joke with him. I said, I guess I got to double your guys' rent. But he claims that he actually helped mix the original Zeppelin Immigrant song, if you could believe it, back in, like, I think that was 70. When did Zeppelin 3 come out? That would have been like around 1970. So he's been around for a while, and so we went, and then there were two entertainment attorneys, I guess, and one of them, I think, was like the president of a few record labels, and then he was the CFO of one of these huge companies that merged with another company. It was actually bought out by Hasbro for $4 billion. So it was interesting, but at the end of the day, after the concert, the one guy that mixed the records and stuff, he went into the tour bus, and we sat around for like 20 minutes, and he didn't call me, and I'm like, I'm not waiting for this crap. I started raining. I'm like, I'm going to go. So that's it. And I said, I'm out of here. And so I didn't meet Billy Gibbons. So it is what it is. And we'll see in the future. Maybe, he took some information. He was like, oh, I'm going to try to get, Billy Gibbons to come to your museum. And I also found out that Ann Wilson from Heart lives down, like, in some nondescript town over here. I don't even want to mention it just for privacy's sake, but like, really, out of the way, but not too far from here. I was like, well, that's kind of strange. So that's how I ended up at the ZZ Top concert. And we'll see. I would like to get a celebrity in here because it would probably put this place on the map more so than like 1,000 videos that a few people watch. And let's see. That's I think, it for that. And so I just want to, before I get into opening a box of stuff, so I'm going to try to have some toy videos, because I had a couple people actually email me, and they're like, oh, man, dude, your content's gone down on the toys. But I'm like, well, first of all, the music stuff has gotten way more views, believe it or not. I mean, you could see it, I think. And secondly, it's just a time constraints. I haven't had as much time. And so leaving early April, it's going to be touch and go. Like, I think I have some videos loaded. I try to do like 3 toy videos per week. But like, I'll tell you in advance, we have some Behringer videos coming up that actually I didn't buy them. They were offered to me, but I said, you know what, this content. So we're going to have 1 week that's like 3 different Behringer videos. Actually, I think I do have the rocket. It was like the Behringer rocket that I bought recently, and the guy sent me a video of it working. So that actually is one of mine. And so it just makes it easy, because sometimes I just don't have the time, believe it or not. And so when I'm away, I may have some videos, like toy videos, in for April, or if not, I might just be like, in my travels, I'll maybe do some live streams and stuff like that. And Al, thanks for the hats, and eventually we'll get them on the website. By the way, before I go on, I want to see when if that knight in shining armor is coming up anytime. Oh, and I like this jukebox down here. I've always liked these little banks, especially the jukebox bank. And what else do they got here? Oh, here's so it's coming out lot 229 and 220, and we're at 197. So while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna open up the first of some rare stuff here. You know, I got so many boxes. If you saw my office, not only that, for those that are on Facebook, on the museum page, the official museum page on Facebook, I just got the like 6 huge boxes from Mandarake, and it's got all like super rare. What the hell are they? Astro Boy toys that I won there. So I haven't even had a chance to open them. I doubt we're even going to get to them before we leave. So I'm almost certain that I'm not going to get to them until we're back in May. Ooh, now here's a toy that I got. Sort of, I think it was a little bit of a bidding war. Right out of Japan. I'd never seen it before. Never seen it before. I'm going to increase my size here. Imagine you can tell the ladies, I'm going to increase my size just by clicking this button. And look at that. Now I'm huge. No, the robot band. We're looking at alternatives to expanding the building. I might be able to mess around with the ceilings, believe it or not. So that's the game plan. I was supposed to have an architect here, because if we could get rid of the drop ceiling on a certain segment, we might be able to fit it in, and I'll get rid of some of the shooting arcade games, because I don't really need to have those. So anyway, are you ready for something like super rare that I've never seen before? Never. And it's so cool. I wish I had the box. I don't, but check this out. Have you ever seen this in your life? An 8-man Jeep. How freaking cool is that? I had no idea that this freaking toy even existed. And, you know, came up in Japan, and I was like, dude, you have to get me this toy. So, look at that. It's got all kinds of, like, screen in the back, and you can... That is so damn cool. And with a like a little military guy back there. And 8-man. 8-man, for those that don't know, he's kind of like the Iron Man. Man, it's in great condition, too. Never seen this before. So, I'm going to start clearing out. I got stuff behind me. This is all, I'm only opening a fraction of the stuff I have. So, that is the... And I've been... yeah, it's not only is it mint, it's freaking rare as hell. Like I said, I had never seen the toy. I'd never seen it in books. Now this here, what the hell is this? What is this thing? This is some kind of like attaché case for Moonlight Mask. Let's see what's in this. You know, I got a James Bond attaché case. Oh, this is cool. Wow. Look at this. I gotta say, this is kind of nicer than James Bond. It's got like a vinyl figure. It's got a gun. And what's that other? I don't know what this thing is here. It's got freaking Moonlight Mask. How cool is that? I've never seen this thing either. And look at the graphics inside. That's pretty damn cool. I don't know if it came in a box, but... Wow, that is freaking awesome. This looks like a little book. This looks like a little book here. Elmer's Toy Museum sign. How close am I to my... Anyway, I'm sorry. Pay attention. It's sealed, so I'm not going to... Yeah, I have... Has anyone seen this thing before? I've never seen one of these, but it's freaking badass. Badass, man. So we'll put him down here. This I may have shown you before. I'm not positive, but I'm just going to show you the one. So this is like from Osaka-ten Toys Museum. I got to get a more comfortable chair. I'm always like squirming on this thing. So these are sample pieces, pre-production pieces. So for instance, this is Astro Boy, and you can see it, not Astro Man. You can see it has like the guidelines on here. So it's something they use to maybe calibrate the machines, the printing machines. So I got a whole set of these pieces in here. Now what they did is, back in the day, they hung these on a frame and just made a display. And I'll probably do something like that. And look, they even gave me a Japanese newspaper. Vintage Japanese newspaper. And again, this came from the Osaka Tin Toy Factory. Let me put this down over here. Dave, are you still on here? Dave B. I gotta find out if anyone's ever seen that Eight Man and Moonlight Mask created by the same manga artist Jiro Kuwata. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Knights of Old. Knights of Old and Knights of Present. Bum, bum, bum. Now, what is in this thing? So, Dave, I'll ask you, have you ever seen that 8-man Jeep before? I never did, but just because I didn't see it doesn't mean somebody else hasn't. The hell is this thing? I gotta keep an eye on this auction too. According to this box, it says Captain Ultra Monster. Say what? Say what? What the hell is a Captain Ultra Monster? Well, I know he fought monsters, but what is this particular toy? Because this stuff's been sitting long enough that I have no idea. I don't recall. Oh, I like this Donald Duck climbing the fire engine. If it was a mint in box, even though I wouldn't have room to display it, I'd probably go for one of these. Oh, look, it's going up there in price. Here, let me bring this up a little bit so you could see. Whoop. And this is while I'm doing that, let me scroll back down here. Donald Duck climbing fire truck. Did I buy the clear Sofubi toys? I did. I did buy those. They're somewhere. I have no idea where. I think I bought them here. Oh, whatever this is, I hope I bought I got a box for it because I guess I'm gonna have to put this in my monster case. Why would I have purchased this without a box? I bet Knights of Old knows if this came with a box. So check this out. This is a Captain Ultra Monster. And I don't recall seeing this version. I've seen these types of... So this is actually a battery toy too. Tin base. A little spidering on there. Looks like it takes a couple of C's. Tin wheels. It's kind of cool. Has a sort of an alligator head to it. Nice condition though. The arms look posable. So yeah, there's your there's your Captain Ultra Monster. Let's put him in the corner here. So he's gonna have to that's a tough one. Does he go in my monster toys? Does he go into my character section? All this trash out of here. All right, before I go on, let's see where how many lots before? Oh, okay, 220 and we're at 207. Okay, I got 13 lots. Ooh, Interpol. This says Tetsuan Boy and Silver Mask models. Models? I have so many damn models that I almost want to offer them all as a collection because they're just put away in the friggin' cabinets. I actually have to find a huge cabinet and at least put them together. I mean, the rare Tetsujin models, now rare robots. This box is kind of small. This is actually kind of nice. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get them both out. Be gone, box. All right. So over here. Ooh, it's funny because I showed a picture. I made a video of my Silver Mask race car. And I don't think I had other Silver Mask toys, but lo and behold, here is a vintage Silver Mask model. Silver Mask has the silver power, and that's what I've been told. Silver power. So again, unbuilt model kit. The 70s hero. If I remember the story, Silver Mask, I think he's the second son of a professor, and he had to build some kind of missile or something like that to stop the evil aliens. Now this is really cool. Let me get this thing open here. You've never seen which before, Knights of Old? The model kit? Or the 8-man Jeep? Or both? Alright, this looks pretty damn cool. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. This is Tetsuan. Check this out. Vintage unbuilt model kit. How cool is that? That's a great box, huh? Great box. Who made this? Is this Midori? Yeah, it's a Midori model. So I'm not sure why they call it Tetsuan. I thought that's what they called Astro Boy. These aren't massive boxes. You're talking about the monster there, Knights of Old? You're talking about the that monster, Captain Ultra monster? It must be rare, because there had to be a reason I was convinced to buy it. Like, you gotta buy it. Never seen it before. I've never seen that one. I've seen those types of, like that monster there. I've seen those types, but I have not seen that specific example. This says Uran vinyl and Atom watering toy. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Andrew, if you're watching the stream, come and get some of this garbage out of here. Because I'm getting packed to the gills. Sometimes I wonder if I've thrown away stuff, just neglected to take it out of the box. I mean, I try to check everything thoroughly, but even so, if there was a fire here right now, I'd be like stumbling over all this crap, man. I'd be like, ah, I can't get out. Oh, you heard me. Thank you. Yeah, you can wait. I'm going to give you this stuff too. You know what? You can. The boxes are gonna. I'm gonna trash, so you could just stick everything in the box. That's my son helping me out here because I'm accumulating too much. Because I might open more stuff. All right, so this is. I think this is new. I don't know. Maybe I bought it for some reason or another. Yeah, this has to be new. But this is. What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, that's new.
This is a Uran. I'm assuming this is new. Well, you know what, 90s maybe? So what's the deal on, anyone know? This is Billiken, so on a card. So I can't imagine that this is like vintage. But you guys tell me in the chat. Is that old or... Ooh, 212. Where's my 220? Remind me when 220, if I space out, you guys got to tell me that that jukebox is up. And this is also looks like, oh, I think this one's, so, okay. There's a method to my madness here. If I remember, I think this one is vintage, and my logic, if you will, if there's such a thing, was that I wanted this example, and I wanted sort of a mate. Does that make sense? A missile robot. No, that's not Minty. I'm going to tell you what that is. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, Dave. I almost forgot. So here is, I believe this is vintage. This is like a watering toy. You see it has a handle, Astro Boy. And it has the TT logo there, right there in the corner. So, oh, it's even got the sticker on there. So I'm assuming this is considered vintage vinyl, even though it's a watering. And it's got... So I believe when I got this, I said, well, I got this Astro Boy. And look, his head has a hole in it. You can see that. You pour the water in there. It's kind of weird. It's what it is. I don't know, quirky. And I said, you know what? I got the vinyl Astro Boy. Let me get his sister. So that's why I got this. So that's what I think. That's what I think was my reasoning. Let me put this here. Put this here. Down there. Okay. This is not a Minty. In fact, there's a fellow collector that has an interest in this. It's not the greatest, but I'm going to actually make a video. This happens to be an extra original box for a missile robot. And I might make a separate video. So this is an original box that I'll be selling for probably like $2,500, because you know how rare this box is. Oh, are we at 14? Okay, I got 6 more. Look at his shirt getting all wrinkly. So here's an original missile robot box. And like I said, this particular box is extremely hard to get. So $2,500 if you have the robot, and I do have a collector in Boston that asked me about it. So, and I actually have that, and this is an original lavender robot box. I mean, it has some, you know, like this is separated, which you could probably put a copper staple on there. It's in overall pretty decent shape. There's a little bit of wear in the corner here, but you know, nice graphics. A lot of times I've had them with the covers all screwed up. This actually is pretty decent. I mean, if you sent this to Anthony Restorations, it would be minimal to put the corners together. It doesn't need like really almost anything. So I'll probably offer these for like $2,500 a piece. I'm sure that's about what I have into them. So that's for, you know, somebody that needs original boxes, have the toy loose. Well, I kind of like this rocket, but I like that box. Let's take a break from the. Take a break until, let's see how high this rocket goes. I don't think it's that rare. Oh, we're almost up to my jukebox. You know, if I had unlimited room, I would probably have like such an enormous collection. But I'm kind of glad I have space constraints. This also constrains the spending, although it doesn't look like it, right, from what you see. Yeah, they're, you know, the boxes are nice. I mean, if you have the toy, obviously, it's worth to add the box. I'm pretty firm on that missile box. I almost bought another toy just to have it boxed because, you know, that robot, how often do you get that in the box? Almost never. And they had it loose at Milestone. I should have just picked that up, but that's all right. I have a pretty good example. And, all right, you know what? Let me move on to this guy here. Let me move on to this and see what the hell this is. Now that like dump truck that's on there, it's not my cup of tea. Big heavy vehicles like that, construction vehicles, have never interested me. All right. This is kind of not the rarest of the Super Coons, but it is a Super Coon go-kart. And because I have Super Coons, the thing that I'm really missing is the flying saucer. That is really the one to get. Arguably, like, the best one. So look, here's this figure in here. What? Oops. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. So Super Coon is kind of like an Astro Boy lookalike. Except he's got these cool pods on his head. What's the go-kart? I think the go-kart is standard, like Lido wheel go-kart. I don't think it has anything that's specific. So you guys might... Oh, maybe it is. So it's got his cape, which came unglued. And I'm... Ooh, wait. Upcoming, my jukebox. Ooh, telephone service car. So here's the... I guess it is specific, because I'm assuming the kanji here is specific to the Super Coon. And the little transformer back here. But you could tell me if this is a common, you know, go-kart. I'll stick them in here a while. Put his things on the wheel. So here he is in his glory. Okay, here's the... let me bid on this thing while... I'll bid there. Oh, I didn't even register. Oof, I didn't register with Milestone. No! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, shoot. Did I space out on that? Oh, man. Hold on. What the hell? What the hell? All right, so I lost the freaking jukebox. Damn it. Damn it all. I didn't register. Annoying. That is freaking annoying. Oh, so now I know I can't bid direct with Milestone. I don't have the Cayman Rider attache case. Which one do they have? They had the Moonlight Mask, which is cool. And so here is Super Coon in his glorious go-kart here. big toy. I'll have to sort of like pretend this is glued on there, and we'll put him down here for now. Put the Super Coon box there, and what else do we have? Let's see. Man, and that freaking jukebox ended fast, huh? Super fast. Super duper duper fast. It's interesting. Anyway, all right. I'm rambling here. I think I had these one other live stream. I never opened them. This is sort of like the common, and I need to put them somewhere anyway. Littering my office. Is that, like, for Horikawa, this is the Super Attacker. These small Horikawa robots are actually very rare and hard to get, especially like complete and working. So this came out of Osaka Tin Toys because I got the prototype, and then they sent me the normal production version, if you will. So this is the normal one. So imagine this is like in their museum, well, their archives, whatever you want to call it, unplayed with the remote, right? And thank you, Al. Put this out of here, and then the reason that they kept this. Is, I guess, to compare it to their prototype. And this is the prototype that I've never opened. So let's see what a prototype from Osaka Tin Toys is like. It's very similar. I love the prototype when they come in a box, like the plain white box like this. Has some like writing on the side to explain what it is. And let me make this a little bigger here. It's still got the copper staples. It's basically an unprinted box, which to me authenticates it a little bit better as a prototype. Not that they all have to. I mean, I have hand-painted prototypes, and it's old too, like you can see the seams inside, and it's kind of discolored. What it is. So this one, the prototype, is a different shade of brown, and the remote, which I'm not going to unwrap, it'll take too long, is like a grayish green remote here. So it's basically a different color plastic and a different remote. And meanwhile, let's see this knight in shining armor coming up. How high will this go? Here we go. So I can't bid on Milestone. I'll have to bid here. Look at it. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, I'm winning. I guess I put a bid in. I'm winning again. Nope. I'm winning again. Okay. I guess I got outbid. Now I'm winning again. Let's go. Let's go. See, the jukebox ended in 2 seconds. And now, of course, this crap. I wanted my wind-up jukebox bank. Let's go 600. Let's go. Let's go. It's not worth that much. Move along. Move along. Ah. Asshole. Asshole. Meanwhile, somebody... I hope one of you guys aren't bidding on this, because I'm calling you an asshole then. Not you guys, though, but... Such a pain. Such a pain. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, there's 20-something% buyer's premium. It's already a top dollar here. Let's go. Let it go. How did that freaking jukebox sell in like 30 seconds? All right, so I got my night. And the jukebox, I didn't really realize it was even there. So anything else that's worth on here? I'm going to scroll down a little bit, see if there's anything else that's worthwhile here. I don't think there's a whole lot of other stuff here. As I'm scrolling down, let me shrink myself so you guys could see this too. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's the same figure as the Walking Night, so it had to be, right? Because I mean, why waste the pressing on just one? You know, if Masadiah bothered to make that the dies for that, I mean, it'd be insane to just use it on one toy. I think that's it, though. I'm like scrolling through here. I don't think there's anything else on this auction that I really am jonesing to have. Ooh, you know what? Believe it or not, this helicopter here, this is actually pretty rare. I think it's a gyrocopter. Yeah, this is actually a pretty rare toy, but I have it in the box, so I don't need it. But if you guys need it, there you go. How many lots are in this damn thing? Hey, so you know, I'm gonna ramble on about Dune 2. You know, people have been raving about it. I've read like the Dune series 3 times, all the books, including the prequels by Brian Herbert. The original book was written by Frank Herbert, of course, then the son Brian, and Brian collaborated with another kind of like pop sci-fi guy. But honestly, when they changed Dr. Keynes, right? They changed Dr. Keynes, who's the father of Chani. They sort of like gender and race bent him. I just lost interest because I'm like, well, now you changed Paul Atreides' children. So for me, like, you changed the dynamics of the whole story. I know for some people that's a minor point, but if you're going to change characters like that, I kind of like tap out. Like, that's not for me. I want things kept original. I don't like them updated for a modern audience. You know, like, no, just keep them the same. You know, I don't buy into this modern audience that doesn't exist. You know, you want to write a new character, write a new character. But don't change the existing characters. Patrick, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, well, we're going to be here at least another 3 weeks, but thanks for joining. And yeah, I appreciate it. Pauline Atreides. Alv, man, how are you? No, it's not that. It's just, you know, you changed Chani's, you know, total ethnicity, and you changed Dr. Keynes to a woman, all that. The whole thing is just like, well, why? You know, why? You know, the books sold fine with it the way they were, you know. I mean, like, to me, it's stupid, right? Like, if you're going to, so why not change Superman? Why not change Batman? Why not change Spider-Man? You know, you could add, you make new ones, like you made Miles Morales. If people like it, they'll buy it, you know, but don't change the original. What's the point, you know? If the author wanted to depict them a certain way, he would have. The biggest tin toy ever made, well, I think it's that Atom, probably that big Atom jet, you know, is my guess. I think that's 27 inches, but I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know, like this, unless there's some, and I'm talking vintage now. I wouldn't count like some weird custom, because I know they made this like giant smoking robot, but I think that was resin anyway. I don't think that was actually tin. Paulina Atreides, that's funny. You know, like you know, his kids, Paul's kids actually become the God Emperor, which is like one of my favorite books in that series, when he becomes the giant worm and stuff. Supposed to get busy at work this summer, so been back recording several weeks of vid. Have you? I gotta check. I didn't even realize that. There was a Superman script that Kevin? I don't know what that means, Stuart. And Stuart, how are you? Good to see you on here. I say leave the classics alone. Don't mess with them. And create new characters. There's nothing wrong with creating new modern characters, but leave the classics alone, for the love of God. Let's see. I'm going to grab a couple more boxes and then running up actually past an hour. So then we're going to have to. And that was it. We're down to die cast. All right. So let's see. File this under. Why the hell did I buy this? This is one of those things that your collecting eyes are bigger than your stomach. I don't really have room for this, and it's, I don't know. It's one of those things that I really need it. No. Do I even really like it? Nah. It was more like the price was okay, and I'm like, the hell with it. But honestly, ooh, there's something interesting in here. What does this say? This says number 2. So, this is something a little more modern. So this is from Osaka Tin Toys, the Robbie collection, the Tin Age collection. You see here the Tin Age cards, and it is the Chrome Robbie the Robot. Ta-da! I mean, it's kind of cool, but this chrome stuff is really hard to display. It's not, unless I used to have a shelf once with all chrome finish or, high polished metal, and it looked okay, but it's really jarring when you stick this in, with lithograph colored tin, so... all right, let's see. The Kevin Smith Superman script was totally different. Thankfully, it wasn't made. Well, that's good, look, I say good. Let me reframe it. Like I said, I have no problem making new, interesting, modern characters. Yeah, I guess you could do that. But leave the originals, for the love of God, leave them alone. I mean, and not to even get, it's not even political to me, but I always say this. This shirt's terrible. I'm never wearing this shirt again. Woo. Hold up. I think this is the last, probably the last thing for now. My family's Italian, both my parents, from the same town. And I always say, don't ever depict me. I don't want, like in a historic sense, right? I don't want my, people, especially from where they are, southern Italy, we don't have to be Vikings. We don't have to be in King Arthur's court or any of that crap. I don't really care, depict the people historically accurate, why would I want to be depicted as something that didn't exist historically? I just think it's odd. But that's my take. I don't know. Other people might feel differently. I can't imagine, Super Mario, as the Viking. Mamma mia! Forget it, the Viking. All right. So, there's 2 versions of this toy. At least 2, maybe more. And... this is so damn clean. Again, and I would like to actually display this with my other banks. I'm a bank guy. I love banks. This is the Pepsi Cola bank. But I've never seen one this clean in my life, ever, ever, ever. This was insanely clean. And the Coca-Cola bank, actually was at the same auction, but it was rough. I mean, rough. This thing was spotless. And I think it's cool. I mean, to me, it's it's like a coin op. I have coin ops here, and this is literally a coin op. So check it out. Hey, enjoy Pepsi for light refreshment. I mean, this thing is really cool. See down here? Here's your coin door. And look what it says here. Let's see if you can read it. I have to get close. How about here? Be sociable, look smart, have a Pepsi. What the hell does that mean? I don't know how you can be smart. Now, Al, you tell me, Al Schlesinger, was this made actually to dispense liquid? I think it was, right? Wasn't it actually made to dispense? And I love, like, you could actually put a penny, you have your push button there, and this thing is freaking cool as hell. It's Line-Mart, too. And I believe, here's the slugs. They give you slugs. And I'm going to stand this up because it's just pretty damn cool. Put it behind me. See it back there. The box is pristine, and if I'm not mistaken, here's all the glasses that came with it. So you could actually put soda in that thing. That's crazy. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4 glasses. Brittle. Brittle as heck. But my experience in finding these soda dispenser banks, you know, coin banks, they're like a savings bank, they're a battery toy, you know, they're advertising toy. They have a lot of crossover appeal. Is that you just can't find them in good shape. And maybe if they actually dispense the liquid and people put liquid in there, that's one of the reasons they got screwed up. So that is why I decided. And look at the label on this thing, is really nice. It's all intact, no rips. Oh, is it rarer than the Coke? I didn't realize that. Now, is there something else besides the Coke and Pepsi? I thought there was maybe a third one. Put the box up here. Put those there. And ooh, what did I do with the glasses? Oh, the glass, and put the slugs there. Ooh, so I think for now, yeah, probably. I got so many boxes here, but I think for now we're gonna have to call it a day, man, because I got a lot to clean up here and a lot of stuff to put away. You would have paid $3,500 for that? Well, it wasn't cheap. It was probably close to $2,000. So, only 2 made. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. Maybe it was like Dr. Pepper or something like that. But it is what it is. So. Anyway, I think that concludes. I want to conclude for anyone that joined me recently, though, is you know, to keep in mind, I'm going to try to have videos, but again, we're going to be gone almost the entire month of April. So as many videos as I can get, you know, the typical weekly toy videos, but you know, I have music videos. I always pepper in that, the shorts, and then we're going to be in Europe for almost a month, and you know, we've been extremely busy. And now even more so because we have this property that's looming. So that might be another scenario that unfolds that we have to address. And so it's just been nonstop. And anyway, the big golf tournament is here next week. And we actually offered kind of like a half price special for the week of the tournament. Well, a couple weeks of the tournament. So, you know, that's generating a little buzz too. So I think that's pretty much it. So as we get close to the first week of April and through the entire month of April, if I'm a little light, it's because I'll be gone and preparing to leave. So with that, thank you everyone for joining me. I appreciate your time. I wish I could have covered more stuff, but I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, man, I appreciate your guys' time. Let me shrink myself here. And listen, enjoy the rest of the weekend. And with that, everyone, I will talk to you later. Peace.